Lucia Joaquin. If you're from the Philippines, you might recognize this name, but do you know the story behind it? It all began in April 2017 when a photo linked to the name Lucia Joaquin started circulating on social media. The original tale was shared by Enzo Cruz, recounting his eerie experience with her. One night, I woke up and went to the bathroom. Afterward, I returned to my room, hoping to fall back asleep. Minutes passed, but sleep still eluded me, so I decided to browse Facebook to pass the time. While scrolling, a message popped up from a woman named Lucia Joaquin. We started chatting, and she asked why I was still awake. I explained that I was just trying to put myself to sleep by going online. Her response was unsettling. Maybe you're awake because someone woke you up? Feeling a bit uneasy, I checked her profile. Oddly, it was almost empty, with a dark profile picture. Despite the strange vibes, we continued messaging. At one point, Lucia suggested we take a picture together since we were now Facebook friends. Moments later, my other phone, lying nearby, vibrated, and the camera flashed. When I checked my messages, there was nothing. We kept talking, and she asked me to guess her age. I replied that it was hard to tell from her dark profile picture. She said she'd upload a new photo. When I refreshed her profile, my blood ran cold. The new picture was of her, smiling and lying right beside me on the bed.
もう一発もう俺さっきやったっすよ。マジですか？いや、音やばいです、音やばいです。確かに来ないで。はい。来ないで。いや、もう音やばい。もう一回。
Police department, anybody in here? Show your hands. Make yourself known. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Right now! Lieutenant King 1, did you copy that?
Misty Blanchin caught this scary-looking entity looking at her from an old thrift store mirror. Alcee, while looking through her old photos, never noticed this ghostly figure reaching for her. You can make out its glowing eyes and even the entity's hair. Miss Florab posted this video of an investigation of a deserted old house that was supposedly haunted. When got to the top of the stairs, they caught this apparition of a little girl shutting a door.
Oh, there's even more damage. Like now things are peeling off the walls. Everything up here, I mean, it's just disgusting. You don't know what the hell's going on. Look at there's holes in the walls up here. It's just, oh Jesus.
Slowed down, you can see the entity open and then close the door. At a funeral of her husband, a picture was taken of her children and her of them all together for the last time. Then after reviewing the photo, they noticed his ghost was watching them. May 30th, 2024, a trucker picking up equipment at an industrial site near Sunchild First Nation Reservation, northwest of Rocky Mountain House, Alberta, Canada, spots a large upright beast standing at the edge of a bunch of trees. The trucker did not see the beast until he was out of the truck walking toward the equipment. He quickly ran back to his truck and drove off. Zoomed in and brighten up, you can see the Bigfoot-looking creature. Notice how tall it is compared to the trees. Estimates say the creature is standing 11 to 13 feet tall.
On the night of September 26th of 2022, a family is enjoying their evening inside their home when out of nowhere, they find themselves immersed in a very peculiar incident. At approximately 9 p.m., Renee Salcido and her family had stopped what they were doing after being alerted by a noise coming from the front door. They weren't expecting any visitors, so naturally they were startled. But nevertheless, they were cautious from that moment on, and rightfully so, because apparently the noise they heard was actually from a set of bells that were dangling on their doorknob. The fact that they went off meant that someone had grabbed the handle. Freaked out, Renee shows the exact moment they're heard on camera.
Yeah, I heard the bell.
Did you move the bells at all, Olivia?
Huh?
Did you move the bells?
No? I heard the bells ring.
It's the footage from outside that's left Renee and her family completely shook. The bells can be heard rattling against the door, but strangely, no one is seen grabbing the handle where the bells are placed. It's audible enough to know that something shook the bells, but the question is, what exactly shook them? Or better said, what had gripped the doorknob? Only after realizing why the bells went off does this video get creepier, as the family believes something had tried to get inside, and it seems that whatever it was really wanted to get in. But the bells, according to viewers, had successfully done their job. There's a reason why some people hang bells on their doorknob, and it's not because they add style, but rather help in warding off negative energy. They're known as witch bells, and Renee's family is glad to have bought them. But of course, whether or not this had anything to do with what occurred is up to you to decide. So then, had something come by to visit the family, or could something else explain what occurred?
This strange video was captured in a small town in Romania. Everyone knows each other since the town is too small, but the owner of this surveillance camera never seen that person before. This man was looking outside his window when something strange caught his attention and started to record with his phone. Home alone and at night, never a good idea. This was captured in a school gym late at night.
Bro. Bro, what the fuck?
No, I didn't even touch it.
How does it fall like that?
I don't know, bro.
Now, time traveling is something that's not supposed to exist, but what if I told you that there is enough video and picture evidence that may actually prove that it was already achieved at some point in time, maybe in the future, maybe in the past? In this video, for instance, recorded in the 1980s, we can see a woman holding what looks like an iPhone. She appears to be recording something, and then afterwards, she's watching what she recorded. This is insane. Now remember that the first official LED phone that actually looked like this was invented by LG and it was named Prada. It was released in 2006. So this is not an LG product. This has to be something else entirely. In this colorized video from the 1930s recorded in Amsterdam, we can see a woman coming out of a shop. She's clearly holding something that looks like a phone, and she appears to be talking to someone. Now remember that the first mobile phone was invented in the 1970s. Strange, isn't it? But it doesn't stop there. This black and white video from the 1930s of a woman clearly holding something in her hand, something that looks like a mobile phone, and she's talking to someone through it. So what's going on here? Then you got this famous video from the 1990s where you can see a woman recording the Mike Tyson fight.
Prior to prison, Cus D'Amato once told him your greatest asset can become your greatest weakness.
She appears to be recording the fight with an iPhone or something like that. In 2022, a man was watching the news and something really strange happens during this live stream. Check this out. Strange, isn't it? In this video, also posted in 2022, someone makes a very strange prediction. Check this out.
Donald Trump will get elected president in 2024, beating Kamala Harris by 67%. Massive storms known as world breakers will happen all over the planet, caused by global...
How the heck did he know that Kamala Harris would be running against Trump in 2024? This is insane. But it doesn't stop there. In the early 2000s, a boy was recorded telling Stephen Curry that he would be a really big player and that he would be watching him in the future. Notice that he's wearing a Golden State Warriors t-shirt that didn't even exist back at the time.
Stephen Curry? Your dad played in the NBA? I bet you want to be just like him. I came back to tell you something. You'll practice hard, and you will be. And in 10 years, I'll be with my dad, and we'll be watching you.
In this NFL game aired in the 1970s, a man seems to be wearing some sort of clothing that was way ahead of his time. And this is something that got so much attention that even the commenter noticed it.
Zero weather, dressed in everything from earmuffs to such mysterious get-ups as this. Hiya, stranger.
There's also this very strange video posted 4 years ago of a man that seems to be saving himself from an accident. It's as if this man was a time traveler from the future and saved himself from this accident. So I want to know your thoughts. Do you think time travel is possible? Do you think it already exists? And do you think it may actually help explain some of the Mandela effects that we have been seeing so often? What's your take?